Certainly to be scared has been part of human nature since its very beginnings, you know. To fight a lion is to be scared.
20,000 years ago, we developed the fight-or-flight response to keep us away from saber-toothed tigers and mastodons and things like that.
In a scary movie, people will go through fight or flight. I remember as a kid, I would duck down behind the seat.
The genes, that whole kind of software that's deep in there in our genetic makeup, doesn't get exercised on a daily basis like it did back when we lived on the veldt or in the woods, and a bear or a mountain lion could jump out at any moment.
This visceral experience of sharing these horrible nightmares on the screen with total strangers and screaming your head off and then laughing your head off the next second for screaming a second before. I think that's part of the appeal of horror films.
The fear of being smothered or being without air is one of the things that, as a child, is most frightening.
Physically, when people are frightened, their palms sweat.
You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right.
The blood rushes out of their fingers and their outer extremities.
Kill me. Just stay calm. We're going to get you out of here.
They start to feel cold.
Convulsion.
They can feel a little faint, a little dizzy.
A nice way to be able to go and say, I know these demons are going to frighten me, but I also know it's on the screen. And I'm going to get up and finish my popcorn and be able to go home.
All of the alien films have really been kind of spam in a can movies. You've got these people and they're locked in a steel can and they can't get out.
We're shown the wonders of space, because behind those wonders is this really horrible place that we don't know about.
Alien life form has been dead a long time.
The alien itself, that was a horrific creation for nothing. First appeared on the screen. I mean, what was that?
It has teeth, and it has even more teeth behind those teeth. So there's something so primevally terrifying about it. The last glimpse that you have in life if you get eaten by a predator is the teeth. Ridley Scott made this film that just stunned the world, and I wanted to make a film like that. And I was so impressed by the world that he created.
In the first, the space is endless. The space is vast. In Alien 2, brilliantly, they did the very opposite.
I'm telling you, there's something moving here. It ain't us.
He enclosed the space. He made it very claustrophobic.
They're all around us, man. Jesus.
Maybe they don't show up on infrared at all.
He took all the elements of science fiction, horror, and action, and he put a unique spin on them.
Let's rock!
It's basically a war movie almost in space.
In Aliens 3, we come to find out that she's been impregnated.
I'm telling you, it's here.
And get that foolish woman back to the infirmary.
It was never meant to be like 1 and 2, and I think that was the exciting thing about it. You go to the film thinking, okay, I dare you to try to scare me.
I don't think of it as Alien 4. I really think of it as Alien Resurrection.
I mean, you ran into these things before.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I died. So much of it is original, while the spirit of it is very much a cross between the first and second.
Ellen Ripley died trying to wipe this species out. For all intents and purposes, she succeeded. I'm not anxious to see her taking up her old hobby.
One of the most important elements in creating fear in the Alien series is the music. The composers of the 4 movies utilize a full arsenal of orchestral sounds to instill terror and tension in movie audiences.
Jerry Goldsmith's score in the first film was very eerie and somber. Then they pumped up the volume in the second film. James Horner came up with a real action-packed score. And Elliot Goldenthal's music in the third one was somewhere in between.
first saw Alien, I was terribly frightened with it. Which is good, because that helps when I have to sit down and write the music for it. My first approach was to make the score a bit more romantic than one would think.
For Alien 3, what Fincher and I were trying to arrive at was an environment which was the character. So as soon as you walked into that movie picture, as soon as you saw it coming up, you said, I'm sorry, you go for popcorn, you know, I'll stay here and be scared.
This is such a classy series. It's such a magnificent pinnacle of science fiction terror. We have to be real with the audience and bring them into the terror in a way that is unexpected. They have these rods that you rub and they squeak and groan. We're going to rub a super ball on a gong here. It's a regular old super ball. And you get some pretty weird sounds out of this.